Before we begin with this video, here's a quick and an easy question for you all. Can you name the character that Oscar Isaac plays in the movie X-Men? If you know the right answer, let us know in the comment section down below, or stick to the end of the video, which is when I'm going to reveal the answer to this question. Hey guys, and welcome to FilMonger Entertainment, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And in today's video, we're gonna look at Marvel actors' painful makeup and prosthetics. Advancements in CGI have definitely done their part in bringing this otherworldly alien characters from the comics to the big screen. But let's not discount the amazing makeup effects that bring regular people on screen and make them look like this alien otherworldly characters. Let's appreciate these amazing makeup artists who have done a lot and done some amazing job to bring these people to life. After playing the 𝘵𝘩𝘁𝘓 in 3 films for Warner Brothers, Christian Bale finally joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Gorr the God Butcher in Thor: Love and Thunder. Though the look of the live-action version of the character was changed from the source material, moviegoers still applauded Bale for the spookiness he brought to the character. In new behind-the-scenes snapshots of the actor's first makeup test as the villain, you can see exactly what Marvel was thinking by casting the actor in this role. Shared to Instagram by the practical effects artists at 𝘺𝘩𝘢𝘢𝘐 Studio, Bale can be seen donning a sinister smile in a group of pictures showcasing the character's makeup. While 𝘺𝘢𝘢 Studio handled the majority of the makeup, Allied FX helped come up with the right color for the character, while Mouth FX helped come up with the black bile seeping from the villain's mouth throughout the film. Thor Ragnarok saw the debut of the classic villain Hela, who in the film is the daughter of Odin and therefore sister of Thor and Loki. With her increasing ruthlessness as she helped him conquer the 9 realms, Odin locked her away in Hell, the land of dead. However, when Odin passed away, he was no longer able to keep Hela at bay, allowing her to escape and invade Asgard. With her undead army, Thor returns to Asgard with Loki and Valkyrie, and with the help of resurrected 𝘧𝘠𝘪𝘴 are ultimately able to defeat Hela. Hela's look in Thor Ragnarok is ripped straight from the comic book design by original artist Jack Kirby, while actress Cate Blanchett's Hela didn't have to endure as much makeup to transform her naturally glowing appearance into a dreary goddess of death. She did have to have some black makeup applied around her eyes to sell the fact that she spent most of her existence in the underworld. Blanchett turned to a surprising source of inspiration for her character's design, telling Yahoo, "When I was starting to think about how she might look, I went back to the fan base. All these girls were doing Hela makeup looks on YouTube. I thought about what their takes on her were. I spoke to Marvel about what she would look like when she would be unmasked, so she wasn't a faceless generic baddie." Apocalypse has always been one of the X-Men's greatest foes in the comics, and he was definitely no slouch in the films either. Fans were given a taste of his immense power at the end of X-Men Days of Future Past, when he's building pyramids with his mind alone. However, it was X-Men Apocalypse that truly revealed his godlike abilities as he set out to recruit powerful mutants to be his 4 horsemen in quest to remake the world in his image. As mighty as Apocalypse is, he is ultimately defeated by another godlike mutant, a phoenix-powered Jean Grey. Oscar Isaac brought Apocalypse to life and had to undergo a complicated makeup process to complete the character's ornate look. In an interview with GQ, Isaac revealed that getting into and out of the makeup was by far from a cakewalk, stating that "I couldn't move my head and I had to sit on a specially designed saddle because that's the only thing I could really sit on. And I was just going to be sitting and I couldn't really move and like sweating inside the mask and the helmet. And then getting it off was the worst part because they just had to kind of scrape it off for hours and hours." When you head out to watch Guardians of the Galaxy or just randomly watch the movie, you will probably spend a few minutes trying to figure out who the actors are under their detailed prosthetics. A team of 50 special effects makeup artists made stars from Zoe Saldana to wrestler David Bautista nearly unrecognizable. However, special effects makeup artist David White tells Business Insider actress Karen Gillan's prosthetic makeup was the most complex and interesting to apply. In the film, Gillan plays Blue Villain, an assassin Nebula who is at odds with the Guardians throughout the movie. White White says it took approximately 4 hours and 15 minutes to apply her makeup and another 30 minutes to remove. The 5-piece prosthetic was a puzzle of butt joints and blend-offs all on the same pieces, and the density of the prosthetic changes to accommodate the need to control the amount of prosthetic movement from one piece to another. White tells us. White says Gillan's character also required 22mm contact lenses. Gillan probably underwent one of the biggest transformations for the film. Last year, the Doctor Who actress known for her long red hair shocked fans when she shaved her head for the role. Gillan debuted the look at San Diego Comic-Con last year by pulling off a wig during the Marvel panel. Before we jump into the next video, here's a quick shout out to our Instagram page, FilMonger Official. If you're someone who loves Marvel and DC updates or any kind of Marvel and DC memes, then this is your one. Thanos is probably one of the most fearsome villains in the MCU, and after his Infinity Gauntlet, Snap wiped out half of the universe, and before the baddie got his CGI makeover, Thanos had a pretty more humble look. A behind-the-scenes pic from 2012's The Avengers has shown the original makeup for Thanos for the first time his appearance in the franchise. The folks at the incredible costume and sculpture studio Ironhead were in charge of creation of Thanos, and they gave us a look at actors having full prosthetics applied for his brief appearance in the mid-credits scene. It's not easy being green. Just as Zoe Saldana, the 43-year-old actress, shared a bunch of videos and photos on her Instagram talking about her time on the sets of the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, the third movie in the most popular franchise. In one post, Zoe Saldana posed in full green makeup as her character Gamora while sporting a grey robe around her body. Gamora felt cute, #NoFilter, Zoe Saldana captioned the shot. In another video, Zoe Saldana appears to be drinking what seems to be like a green smoothie as she rocks her same green colored skin for her Marvel character. 3:30 a.m. call time for work, she captioned the clip. In a final video, Zoe Saldana shared a video of herself in which she's seen removing that green paint from her skin beside a video of a rodent washing itself. Bye, #Gamora, Zoe Saldana wrote alongside the short clip, which was set to tune of an upbeat song, See You Next Week. Back in November, Zoe Saldana and her co-star Chris Pratt were photographed for the first time on the sets on the first day of the sets of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It's been a strange and long and at times challenging journey to get here, but the obstacles along the way have only made this moment more blissful. Back on set with my Guardians family for the first day of shooting, #GOTGVOL3, director James Gunn tweeted at the time with a photo featuring the cast members on set. Actress Pom Klementiff had a difficult task when she was cast as Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, as the up-and-coming French-Korean actress found herself appearing on screen with some massively successful and beloved stars. She shared plenty of screen time with the living legend himself, Kurt Russell, but also with some of the biggest and brightest fixtures in the MCU. Being able to fit in with such a group of cinematic misfits without disrupting their chemistry was a tall order, but Klementiff took the role and ran with it, becoming an integral part of the team in her own right. Pom Klementiff typically spends about 2.5 hours to 3 hours in makeup to play Mantis. That might sound crazy, but it's only about half the time that Zoe Saldana has to spend getting painted green to play Gamora. That's because of the combination of practical effects and CGI that brings Mantis to life. Her look is created with a few basic prosthetics and, according to Metro, a lot of beauty makeup. Apparently, one of the most difficult makeup challenges for Pom Klementiff is to keep a straight face. She said of her co-star Chris Pratt, "It was so hard to keep a straight face around him. I laughed so hard I was crying, and my makeup artist was kind of mad at me." As revealed in the behind-the-scenes looks for Endgame, Chris Hemsworth did not have to gain weight for the role of Fat Thor, although the effects to achieve the look were all practical. As recalled by actor himself, he wore a fat suit that weighed around 60 to 70 pounds. That's before he wore the layers of clothing his hero sported, particularly during the final battle where he donned his battle armor. Chris Hemsworth also had to stuff the sides of his mouth to make his cheeks look plumper. This apparently resulted in a slight change in his voice, but he didn't mind, and in hindsight was barely noticeable. To complete the look, Chris Hemsworth got a new beard and hairstyle. Wearing the fat suit limited his mobility during production, not to mention increased the uncomfortable factor of carrying all that extra weight from the suit, but the Australian star didn't mind. He was even excited about the prospect of transforming his character to something new as revealed by his Endgame co-stars Paul Rudd and Tessa Thompson. Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and the answer to the question I asked you at the beginning of the video is Apocalypse. If you got this answer right, then you're a true Oscar Isaac fan. Alright guys, we'll see you around next time with another brand new video. Till then, keep watching FilMonger Entertainment. Bye guys.